The city has a vibe and energy like no other. The most passionate pianist in my life. But oh my god, guys, it was amazing. It's such a beautiful experience to go through, especially in a city like that. Welcome with my snuggly little sweater. I'm all snuggled up. It's the season and I welcome you to this vlog slash video with me in New York. Let's go to New York. New York! Hi guys, my name is Natalia from natalkadesign and I would love to take you to New York. I'm very grateful that I could go to New York and spend some time there. It was over a week, kind of almost 2. I really loved it. I mean, I've been to New York quite a few times. I've got friends there. I have amazing memories there. At some point, I really wanted to live there. The city has a vibe and energy like no other. In some ways, it reminds you of London. In some ways, it doesn't. And it's just chaotic, but makes sense. But so much to see, but it's actually very local. You're just there, you just need to walk through the streets and enjoy. So I hope whether you've been to New York or haven't yet, I can inspire you with a few little places and suggestions and thoughts of where to go, what I enjoyed and what you should check out. As always, because I forget, I'm a person like that, I forget things, subscribe, like, follow, hit the bell button, and whenever there's a new video, join us, comment, let's make it into a conversation. I always forget to say that. So bakeries, yes, I'll start there. Because again, as I told you, bakeries mean cool areas. Just think like that. Even if you're totally not into bakeries, you're on a diet or you can't really eat stuff like that, just go to that area because you might be really, really impressed with really fun streets to check out and see. So 2 that really stood out to me was La Cabra. And actually, funnily enough, they're from Denmark in Copenhagen. I just been straight after New York. So it's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. The love for Denmark goes beyond Denmark. So again, La Cabra, what a find, what a rare place. We didn't know it's going to be so lovely. From outside, it looks very low key, but when you go inside, oh, beautiful design, beautiful products, beautiful coffee, the most amazing pastries. Oh my God. Just go. Just don't even ask questions. I'll link it down below. Just go. Another one that really surprised me was like the freshest things I've ever eaten in my life. On the most wonderful little streets. We're in Brooklyn and the area was called Park Slope and it was near Prospect Park, which I've never been to actually. I've been to Williamsburg, I've been to Dumbo, I've been to a few places in Brooklyn, but never kind of more a bit south of Brooklyn. And the streets were wonderful. You can just walk for miles and miles and miles. I should be saying kilometers, let's be honest. I still don't know what's a mile. So you just walk and there's wonderful shops and bars and coffees and pastries and flower shops and everything you can dream of. So I really recommend going to both of them because you just love it. I know it. Coffee, of course, needed to happen when we worked in the morning. We always kind of have a session when we work properly in the morning, which meant, of course, midday in London. So one of my favorite ones, which is so easy to go to, so many places. Yes, it's a chain, but it's a really good chain. It was called Blue Bottle. It's really nice. It's a good coffee, good vibes, a lot of space. You can just sit there. Wi-Fi is there. You can bring your laptop. There's not a problem. Sometimes a lot of cafes have the whole no laptop vibe, and I get it. I totally respect it. I just always think of all these people who, for example, want to write a beautiful poetry or book or do something creative, not even work on a laptop. And it's not easy, but I do understand and appreciate mixing up places like that because you don't want to really go to a cafe where no one speaks to each other. It's odd. No. I've done the main kind of touristy stuff that everyone needs to see to have a sense of the city and see things that you see on TV when you were growing up, like the Statue of Liberty and, you know, Central Park and stuff like that. But certain places I go back to whatever the time, the weather, the date. I just love them. And one of them is definitely very close to my heart because it's so special, so magical, so wonderful, so humongous, so surprising, so calming. Central Park.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to one of my favorite places in the world. Literally, I know for some people it's this park, what I'm doing, but for me it's the place where I would always come to. It has beautiful places where there's always music, there's some bridges, there's nature, there's amazing big trees. The park stretches out for crazy amount of Manhattan.
I love it. I mean, it's just beautiful, it's massive. I wish New York had a bit more greenery than just Central Park. Of course, it has greenery the more you go outside of it, like in Jersey and Brooklyn and all that. But the actual Manhattan, I wish it was a bit more green. It's not, but hey, there's Washington Park, it's amazing, Bryant Park, Union Square Park, they're amazing. I love them all. But Central Park is, you know, as they call it, what do they call it? The lungs of New York. I don't know if I'm coming up with this and any New Yorker will be like, no, they don't. So I'm sorry if I'm butchering this. That's what I heard at least. I really like that phrase because it's massive, it's green, it's beautiful. You can just get lost in it. It has wonderful lakes. There's dance in there, there's music, there's someone singing under arches, there's birds. And, you know, like even we were walking around and there was like salsa class in the evening. Of course there was, because it's New York, it's magical. There's even an ice rink. I love the ice rink. Oh my God. It's just amazing. Just go. Will I be saying just go to everything I say? I hope you follow. I find that whenever I'm tired, my videos are more honest. So just take it as a like, she means it. Something that really surprised me, they built it in 2 years, I think, and I've never seen it. It was called The Little Island, and it was just the most magical little human-made but beautiful little place near Chelsea, near West Village, and it's just a lovely, tiny, architectural, artistic, beautiful place, which is human-made. It's like a little garden, little park, you name it. You walk around, you enjoy. There's a beautiful space for concerts and shows, I'm sure, by the river and Hudson River, and it's just lovely. It's just so nice to see that they come up with all these things and, you know, they just decide one day, let's make an island outside of New York, because of course they can. If you can go, yes, there'll be tourists, but hey, you're one of them, and think of all these people that want to see it for the first time. It'll be tourists forever because there'll be always someone who needs to see it. It's quite new. So just forget that and just enjoy it and embrace it. It's just very, very special, nice little place by the river that brings you more to the river, because sometimes like going to the river is like, where do I go? And that is a very nice place for you to enjoy it and see Jersey. It's lovely. One of my top places forever and ever will be Williamsburg.
We're in Williamsburg, so of course if you're in New York, you can't just come for a few days, you can't just come to Manhattan. Manhattan is amazing. Look at the island, but enjoy all the amazingness. It's a bit like East London, Shoreditch, but even more so, super creative.
It's getting more modern, it's getting new cafes and all that sort of stuff, which I don't mind, by the way. But it has a vibe. It has a vibe in terms of if you feel like Manhattan is a bit too much in a day, then definitely Williamsburg will be a place for you to go on the train or walk through the Brooklyn Bridge and just enjoy more peaceful, more chilled, kind of East London vibes time. It's not as high, there's no many high-rise buildings if you really want to find very unique little things. I want to mention two shops that really impressed me in very different ways. One was called Ray, and again, I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. It could be Ray, I don't know. R-E-Y. No, R-E-I, sorry. And it was massive. It was in Soho. Massive. And it was all about outdoor travel experiences. So, you know, bikes and jackets and tents and backpacks. So if you're not into it, of course I get it, don't go there. But if you're anywhere interested in sprucing up your outdoor experiences, outfits, go there. It's awesome. We spend there hours. Too many. And the last place that I'll mention, there's so many more, so this video should be like 20,000 hours. But a very special place that I bumped into and I love it for life. It's called Good for the Study. They have two shops like this in Soho, and it's just these wonderful tiny stationery shops where one of them, for example, is like full of pens and one of them is full of notebooks. And me, Natalia, goes nuts. I love stationery. I can spend hours just staring at stationery, I don't need more stationery in my life. I cherish it though like art. So if I get a notebook, I will be staring at that notebook and getting excited about the paper and the quality of it and everything for hours. I got an amazing Japanese made notebook, which is just like ready to doodle in. So guys, let's hope that I'll start doodling in it, because that's the hope, that's the intention. I grab a coffee, I doodle. Please do it more. It's so good for your soul. Now, in terms of entertainment, I was surprised that we found amazing jazz clubs, and we weren't planning really to go. We had an intention to see some music, but we didn't know if it's possible, and you know, of course, restrictions and everything. But at some point we were walking around West Village and we bumped into a place called Smalls, and there was no space. We couldn't get in because it looked like the gig is starting. It was quite late, but they said 2 minutes away there's a club called Mesro, and it's a jazz club, and they said it's wonderful. You should go. There might be a gig tonight still. So we went and we got in. It was a very late gig, but oh my god, guys, it was amazing. Talented, beautiful musicians. If I could and I knew their names, I would tag them all. But you know, if you want to learn more about Mesro and Smalls, you just go to their website and look at the artists and follow them. One of them I met, he was playing the piano. The most passionate pianist in my life that I bumped into. His name is David, and he was actually from Brighton, which is crazy, from UK. Lives in New York, and it, you know, plays in amazing places, venues, even in London. And what a talented human. Oh my god. I always thought that when I saw him playing and I was sitting next to him, such good seats, I was thinking that if piano was a person, that would be him. Just so much expression, so much love, so much passion for the instrument. It was so inspiring to see. If you can, go to a jazz club in New York, hide yourself away, get your tickets so you know you can get in and just enjoy. It's such a beautiful experience to go through, especially in a city like that. So that's kind of my little thoughts and ideas about New York. I don't know if you've been or you haven't been. I hope I inspired you a bit to go, to visit, experience something else. It's so overwhelming at times, but then it becomes really small once you get used to it, because yes, they're massive buildings, but also if you go to Jersey or you go to Williamsburg, it's like any other city. It has so much to offer. You can see anything and everything in one place. It's entertaining, it's bustling, but it's quiet, but it's loud. It's just really good if you're at all a creative or a person that loves to be inspired by different inputs and outputs and things and whatever else in art. Please go to New York. It's amazing. And I am biased, but I don't care. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me your comments and tips on New York, because I will be back and I hope I can see more and experience more. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!